Now, whatever you do, don't push this button. Now, repeat back what I just said.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
No! Try again.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
No, that's exactly what you just said. How is that even possible? Which button is the button you're supposed to push? Point to it. No!
Hey, you're making him nervous!
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. Has Elon Musk just saved the world? And I don't mean by creating some great products that move humanity forward. And I don't mean by purchasing Twitter, also known as X, boom, in order to free speech once more on the internet. No, I mean by literally preventing a nuclear holocaust. And the answer is yes, actually, Elon Musk did literally do this. Let's check in on the fake news. Ukraine is furious with Elon Musk for thwarting an attack on Russia's navy. Now, what this article doesn't say is that this would have led to a nuclear holocaust. The tech billionaire said on Thursday that he had told his engineers not to turn on Starlink satellite network over Crimea to prevent a planned attack on the Black Sea's fleet. So if you're going to do a attack in an area, the area is known as Sevastopol. This is the largest city in Crimea and a major port in the Black Sea, where the Russian Navy is at anchor. You're going to need satellites in order to get your drones in the right spot and in order to attack the Russian Navy. Elon Musk has confirmed that he simply did not activate the satellites in that region, so Ukraine couldn't carry on that attack. Elon Musk, let's take the man at his word here. On X, Elon Musk prevents nuclear war. Musk covertly instructed his engineers to deactivate Starlink. Musk says this is false. There's a community note added here. Musk says Starlink region in question were not activated. SpaceX did not deactivate anything. So there's a difference between deactivate and activate. Elon saying there was an emergency request from a government authorities to activate Starlink all the way to Sevastopol. The obvious intent being to sink most of the Russian fleet at anchor. If I had agreed to this request, the SpaceX would have explicitly been complicit in a major act of war and conflict escalation. So this is obviously a very good thing and a very just thing for Elon Musk to do, because we don't want nuclear war. But of course, we might be the only ones out there. I'll tell you, I had this from some really high up sources. The goal, of course, is nuclear war with Russia, because that would allow us to declare total war, to agitate Russia to the point that they drop a nuclear weapon, and then you would have the pretext. You go to the UN, you would have the pretext to go in and break up Russia into like 18 different nations, and to do a full-scale invasion of Russia, which our bloodthirsty elites have been wanting to do for years, decades. They've always wanted to break up Russia. They've always wanted to do a full-scale invasion of Russia. These people are utterly evil. Let's try this then. The will of the people who live in Donbass and Crimea should decide whether they're part of Russia or Ukraine. Right? Yes. Like, are we for democracy? Well, how about that? Elon Musk tweeting that. Elon Musk saying Ukraine has achieved many brilliant tactical victories, but should be wary of overconfidence leading to strategic defeat. When Russia fully mobilizes, millions on both sides will die. This is what Elon Musk has said consistently, and Elon Musk has consistently been a fan of de-escalation in this conflict, which is why he did not allow his companies to be used to effectively agitate nuclear war.
So this is an excerpt of a biography written by Walter Isaacson that was obtained by my colleague Sean Lingus, and it really provides a new window into Elon Musk's thinking about Starlink's role in the war in Ukraine. Now, as you said, according to this biography, Musk did, in fact, order his engineers to turn off Starlink satellite communications for the Ukrainians when they were trying and planning to launch a sneak attack on Russia's naval fleet around Crimea. According to the biography, that was because he had spoken to Russian officials, and he believed that doing so could prompt a response by Russia that was akin to a, quote, mini Pearl Harbor, and that Russia might actually respond by using nuclear weapons. And it also kind of delves into his ambivalence about using Starlink in a war setting writ large. He said, quote, "How am I in this war? Starlink was not meant to be involved in wars. It was so people can watch Netflix and chill and get online for school and do good, peaceful things, not drone strikes."
What is wrong with that line? And this really does show the migration of the left into the warmongering party. The right was beginning to become anti-war, and so they needed to move that cancer into a new visage. And so they moved on over to the anti-war. You got to actually respect the hubris of these people. What is wrong with this quote? There's literally nothing wrong with this quote. And there's also nothing wrong with this other quote that was said on CNN airwaves by President Donald Trump, speaking for what is the vast preponderance of Americans, saying that this war is stupid and we want it to end.
What do you... Can I just follow up on that? You said you don't think in terms of winning and losing. Mr. President, can I just follow up on that because that's a really important
Excuse me, let me
statement
just
that you
follow
made
up.
there. Can you say if you want Ukraine or Russia to win this war?
I want everybody to stop dying. They're dying. Russians and Ukrainians. I want them to stop dying. And I'll have that done. I'll have that done in 24 hours. I'll have it done. You need the power of the presidency to do it.
But you won't say that you want Ukraine to win. You
know what I'll say? I'll say this. I want Europe to put up more money because they're in for 20 billion. We're in for 170, and they should be. And they should equalize. They have plenty of money. They should equalize. I got with NATO, when I sat down, I got them to put up hundreds of billions of dollars that they weren't paying under Obama and Bush and all of these other presidents. That's why they're able to help them fight the war because of the money I got. But I want Europe.
What's happening in Ukraine,
Excuse me. I want Europe to put up more money because they're laughing at us. They think we're a bunch of jerks. We're spending $170 billion for faraway land, and they're right next door to that land, and they're in for 20. I don't think so.
When it comes to what...
Man, what a absolute repulsive, terminal, narcissistic harpy there Caitlin Collins is. Oh my gosh, it is just so hard to listen to her. So grating. Oh, she is just absolutely insufferable. Her interruptions, her like constant interruptions. What the hell ever happened to just letting people speak? You know, it's President Trump, right? Like you can just let him talk, right? You can answer the question. Amazing. I should pull an interview with Joe Biden and an interview with Trump and like put them together and just see. Does the CNN anchor treat them the same way? Ladies and gentlemen, Elon Musk liked that clip from our great executive producer, ALX. You should follow ALX on x.com. Donald Trump asked about if he wants Ukraine or Russia to win the war. I want everyone to stop dying, Russians and Ukrainians. Yes, that is actually the pro-life take on this. And again, I'll say this without revealing too much, but high up military intelligence contacts of mine have said that the end net result goal that would be seen as a success is to agitate Russia into the use of a nuclear weapon and to have the pretext then to fully invade Russia. They are agitating for that. They wish for that to happen. They want for that to happen. Russia has rolled Ukraine in this conflict, and so they are going to then agitate in that arena enough to get Russia's nuclear response, and then, of course, you can declare a full-scale war. You can say that this is, of course, your newest global war on terror, right? And deploy American troops, and then you can start that war with China. You can start a war with China over the same thing, and destroy the American empire entirely, right? Because that's precisely what would happen. Elon Musk preventing that might be one of the greatest acts of peace in human history. So thank you, Elon Musk. These people are just bloodthirsty mongrels. It is so... words and morality escapes when you talk about these people. I cannot understand what drives a neocon. I cannot understand it. It is beyond my comprehension. These people want war. They demand war. They demand death. They demand blood sacrifice. And I don't get it. Truly, truly the modality of evil. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe to End Communism. The kind of communism that is driving us for further expansionism and further war and further misery. See ya.